What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Can everybody hear me okay? I hope everybody can hear me fine. What's going on with everybody out there today? Oh, shoot. Let me see who's all in the house. What's up, Gimp? What's up, Brian? What's up, Nick? I see you. Oh, let me see. What's up, the boy 15? The Doughboy 15, I'm sorry. Kennerman 420, what's good? Yeah, what's up, everybody? Give everybody a few minutes. I know they got the pay-per-view on now, so give everybody a chance to get on up in here, man, and we can go ahead and get ready to begin. Uh, how's everybody day doing? Mine's real good. Today, before I get into what I'm going to be talking about, this is going to be a real simple show today. We're going to be talking a little bit about breeding, making seeds, the purpose of making seeds, how and why to pick certain genetics. Well, I wouldn't say certain genetics. I'll say how to pick the right genetics to breed with, what to look for, why to look for it. We're going to be getting into a few different things tonight. I'm going to have one or two call-in grow buddies of mine. Won't be long, just a few minutes. Talk to them, see what's going on. Might not have heard from them for a while. Some you have. But it's going to be a fun show today, you know. Well, anyways, glad everybody's doing all good. Everything went good. I harvested 2 of the U-dubs. Went real well. Got a lot out of it. Down to 3 flowering plants now. Trying to make room because got a little sponsorship with Cream of the Crop Seeds. So they sent me quite a few autos they want me to grow out, a document for them, which would be a wonderful, fabulous opportunity. You know, same thing like we do here at the social, but it was just real surprising to me that companies, you know, look on the YouTube and reach out and pick who they want to get, you know, stuff like that, you know. So that's why it's always good to be on your P's and Q's. That's why after a surprise email like that, you know, not having a bunch of bullshit on your YouTube channel, not a bunch of argumentative shit, you know, not a bunch of shit that talk shit about somebody else or beefing and all that bullshit. I got too much shit going for me to really do that, so I'm leaving all that alone. We focusing on something positive for the grow community. You know what I'm saying? And for those haters and all that shit that leave comments on various people's pages I see and all that, man, don't do that, man. That's very negative, and it's not positive energy you would want to bring around your growing environment, you know, around your plants, because plants do feed off energy. But you know, that being said, we're gonna leave that at that. A couple things going on. We got Powerbox Inc. They'll be in the house within the next few weeks, working out some things. They want to be on the show and talk about a lot of stuff they got: flip boxes, modulators, um, conversion boxes. There's all kind of stuff they have. You look them up, powerboxinc.com. We got T-Mist. It was supposed to be today, but the stuff didn't come in on time, so hopefully it might be next week. They're going to be a part of this documentation I'm doing for the breeding project, using their fem sprays, and they got some gear they want me to show y'all. We got them coming up. I have, what's the name? God damn it. Barefoot Soil, a local company, reached out and talked to, got a wonderful organic soil company up in Olympia. Reached out to them. They should be on the show having some of their stuff. That's coming up. We have them coming up. We have Safe Grow hopefully coming up, which is wonderful products they have, which is sponsored by Ed Rockenall, wonderful grower, legend, guru of growing. So we got some pretty exciting things coming up, man. You know, just keep your eye open. Come join the network, socialgrow.com. Man, there's just all kinds of stuff coming up, different grows going off, and man, it's wonderful. Getting ready to get this TBC thing together. A little clique want to put together that some positive breeders and some dedicated growers, you know, coming up with some good strands and stuff like that. We're going to get into that, though, but it's just something, man, a lot of good things going, a lot of positive things going. share with y'all, weekly to weekly thing I share with y'all, but everything's going good. Let's see what we got here before we get started. Because this is one of them shows I can talk to you, before, I say a few things and we have a guest on or something like that. So this is something I really could talk to you and get to talking to the viewers and stuff like that, and answering questions and stuff like that. So let's see what we got here. I see you again. How you feeling, man? Hope everything's going good with you. Crispy, I see you. What's up? What's up, Mac? All right, I see you. Let's see. What's up, Ricky? What's up, Growing Joe? Man. What's the site for the T-Miss? 420 is tierrasmiss.com. But if you want a cheaper price, I can get it for you, like $11.50 a bottle, which is wonderful. Just holler at me. We can work it out. So today's medication, I'll be smoking on a little bit of this UW. Been carrying only a few days, but it's wonderful. So with that being said, let's go ahead and spark one up and getting this thing cracking. Like Gim said, what's everybody smoking on, y'all? What are y'all smoking on? Don't worry, again, we finna get into that. Strange names. Okay. So, today's topic is breeding. Now, I'm going to say this to the new growers. And the new people that's out breeding now, not breeding, but the new growers, man, be on the aware. I know there's 101 sites. I know there's a lot of people out there selling genetics. Look up the site. If it's from a site, make sure they're a reputable site. Make sure somebody has ordered from them. You can always look them up, be aware of the thing, and see if they ever got their seeds. I've seen a lot of people send money for seeds and never get them. Or you got a company that's overseas and always something get caught up with customs, that happens. But make sure you do your research, man. Do your research so you won't lose no money and just feel hurt about the game altogether. Now, for those people that are selling genetics that are not of a seed company, like, if you got your own little seed company, man, no hating, that's real wonderful. Be on the lookout for some of these, how are we going to say it, Fugazi names on some of these strands here. Now, I know that a lot of new growers get excited over names. Now, some of these names, they can sound good. They can sound real wonderful. But one thing you got to look at about these names is, does it go with the strand? Does it sound appealing? Because that's what most people look like. Look at Super Chronolite. Oh, I like that. I'm going to get that. Don't even know what it is, really, or barely find out the genetics of it and say, I got this coming, and I never see nobody grow it or such and such. Be on the aware for that, because they could be tester genetics. Or they could have been somebody made up some quick name on it and it's not even that genetics. Just watch out. What you need to do is, when you're getting genetics from people, make sure they, like you said, they got videos, pictures, plants they started with. Have a picture of the mother plants. How the mother plant grow up. This was the father, or this was the male, or this was the female of it. Have some pictures, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is how they grew up. It's always wonderful to document your grows, because if you breed, you can always show that person, hey, this was the mom, this was the genetics that this was made from. Now, with that being said, if these people can't provide no pictures, the only pictures you see is a picture on the card. A picture looks like it's been Googled. They probably are testers, or they might not be 100% good genetics like you think they are. They couldn't be, but most nines out of times out of 10, you want to see what genetics you're going to get. Okay, now with that being said, to these guys, breeders, stop naming these strands after people. Stop naming them after objects, planes, cars, boats. Just weird. Just stop doing it, man. It is a hot mess. You know, I know a lot of y'all out there, you know, they can hype up a strand, and when you get it, it's like Gimp just say, it's bullshit. You know, stop doing that. Stop saying I got a Toyota Mazda fucking Green Kush series strand and some bullshit. Like, stop it, man. That shit does not go. Motherfuckers see right through that. Be honest, man, with your people, man. That's how you get good business. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get real good, reputable business. Be 100 with it. Be honest. And stop charging $100 damn for untested genetics. It's the last time you're going to hear me say it. I'm not trying to start no beef or talk shit about nobody, you know. The person, I'm not going to say a name, but the person, man, I have respect for you. You know, you growing, you're doing your thing, you know. You got everything going on there. You know, I like it. But packaging is wonderful. I like all that. But $100 for 10 untested seeds is ridiculous. It's highway robbery. You should nowhere in God's green earth do that. Not even one seed, $10. You might throw extras, that's fine, but that for untested genetics, no. Maybe if you grew them out and they got tested, and we can see the tested card, you know, we can see what percentage is what, if there's any, you know, deficiencies, or if it's high in mold, or if it's high in this or that, and it maybe is cut material. Yeah, I can understand something like that, but a lot of people don't feel $100 for 10 seeds. Some might not. You know, people might be mad at me for saying it, and some might not. But like I said, I'm not on this to say or cause no beef. It's just ranting about some things I see. Okay, now with that being said, a lot of growers who are breeders, you make seeds, which is fine. I'm trying to put this in. I'm trying to word this for y'all without going over the edge with it. If you grow the seeds out and we see the seeds start the seedlings of it, which is good, don't show us from after the seedling. Don't show us the final harvest video of it. We want to see what's going on the vegetative side, the flowering side, week-to-week updates, or at least every couple weeks. You know, it's kind of hard to believe some strands that look a certain way then finish a certain way because you didn't show us nothing. It's just a lot of misinformation, a lot of it's just some things I had to get off my chest before we get into it, man. It's just crazy now. I see people's going over the top with things. But anyway, let's get into what we really supposed to talk about. Now, picking things for breeding. Okay. Now, if you have a male, let's say you got a couple males. Now, the best thing for breeding to do is find the best key phenols of your strand. For instance, like if you make some seeds, run 10 of them. 5, 10, whatever you got room for. Okay, you might get 3 males, 7 females. Out of them 3 males, you want to pick the best one, meaning looking for node structure, not a lot of stretchiness, so you might want a bushy plant. You might want different colors or different leaf structures. You know, you pick what you want, what characteristics you want, because them is going to be traits that's going to carry over into your genetics. Pick which best ones you want, and pick, if you don't want a real stretchy plant, but you want a plant that looks nice. So pick the best male out of that. Now it comes to females. Female plants, it can be tricky if you don't know what you're doing. You can have one ugly plant that grow out, and when it's time to flower, it kick in and do something wonderful that none of the other phenols done. Picking females, you kind of want to look the same thing. You want to look for node structure. You want to look for how it's built, how it's going to look like it's built. Does it look like a beautiful plant? How does the trike development look on it? How does it smell? How is it? Is a lot of pest resistant? Is it mold resistant? See, now what I like to do is pick which possible ones. If I had to pick, let's say for instance 3, pick the possible ones I'm gonna pick. Right. Let them veg out. I'm keeping an eye out on them while they're vegging. The possible ones or twos I'm gonna think. I'm gonna take a clone off of that. Put that through flour. Now in flour, I'm gonna see which ones is doing what. Which ones look like what. Okay. Now I said, okay. Now this is the one out of 3 I'm gonna pick. Now think about it. You have a clone or 2 that you took off that's in veg now. You already know what the plant's gonna look like because you got it in flour. Right. Now you can see how it looks like in flour. Now you got this one in veg. Now you can take this one in veg, bring it up, put it in flour. If you're gonna pollinate it with a couple different males, that's fine too because it's still that same mother. Then you can breed which ones you're gonna breed with that male that you picked and the female or whatever females you want to run, because now you know what it looks like. That's good breeding. There's a difference between breeders, pollinators, pollen chuckers as they call it, seed poppers, and all that. I've heard all different types of names. Breeding is breeding. There's just different levels of breeding. There's experimental breeding, where you might have a male and you say, "Oh man, I would like to see what this look like. I just want to make some seeds, see how it does, and see what I can come up with." That's fine. That's good. I'm not knocking that. That's wonderful. That's how you come up with wonderful strands. I see a lot of people, "Oh, this dude's a pollen chucker." Don't worry about them dudes, because I'm going to tell you, a lot of them people on there got a lot of likes or not a lot of upload videos, or they hate, or they just read dick rider. They just ride people who grow weed. That's all they do. Don't worry about that. You got pollen chuckers who just throw a bunch of shit on there and don't care which ones is what, just to make some money. Put packages together, throw them out there, and don't care what it is. Them is pollen chuckers to me. Them is not the ones who's going to take the time to put a strand out together for you to grow out. Now, one thing that I ask of a person, if I'm asking them, I'm about to buy some seeds from them, what can you tell me about these genetics? Meaning, with me dealing with stores and help different stores and people I know out like that, what medical, I'll put it this way, what medical conditions is this weed good for growing? Now, they should be able to tell you, "Oh, this is good for insomnia, this is good for spasms, this is good for muscle relaxation." If they can't tell you nothing about the genetics about it, it's medical marijuana, but they're not a medical grower. They're just a grower who loves weed and wants some weed. A medical marijuana grower is able to identify with the patient's needs and wants, and able to point them in the right direction of which strand is which that can help them out. That is a medical marijuana grower. A regular marijuana grower is a person who just cultivates marijuana for the pleasure of themselves, or to make some money or sell some weed. That's the two difference. That's one thing that irks me, man. It really does, is to see people up here putting a tag of medical grower and don't know the strands they're growing. They got it on some hype, or I'm gonna get this. It's a wonderful. For instance, it's a wonderful Jamaican strand. It's a wonderful purple strand. It's a clone-only strand. Yeah, but they don't tell you what the medical purpose is of this strand. You're not going to promote me no seeds or no genetics, and you can't tell me about these genetics. If you don't have a reason for crossing them genetics or breeding them for a certain reason, you're just a pollen chucker. You're just out there throwing it all in the wind. See, that's why it's going to be a great journey to take you, you know what I'm saying, weekly by weekly updates, hands-on, showing you about this breeding project, which is going to be really, really wonderful. And the aspects of this breeding project is to take you from seed to seed, as you would say. or clone to seed, because I'm gonna do both worlds for you. I'm taking the cherry pie, the Euphoria, and I might do ninjas, or I'm gonna come up with something else if I decide to run with that. We're gonna take that and breed those, back cross them, and make some other stuff with that. I know the purposes of the cherry pie. I know the purposes of the Euphoria. Looking it up, and I know the purpose of every clone I have in my tent, of what purposes and what I'm gonna cross and bring to the table. Now, the next part of this series you will see is from clone to seed, which I'll take clones. I'm going to pick, like, for instance, my Blackberry Kush with my Northern Light. You know, I'm going to cross the high, or let's say Blackberry Kush and the Girl Scout cookies, either one. Like my Blackberry Kush, which is a wonderful, lot of unknown genetics, a lot of blueberry genetics crosses in there. You find out when you research them. Mine's an unknown that I got from a grower, a trusted grower. That's a high CBD. I know Blackberry Kush is always a high CBD strand. I'm going to take that and cross it with this Northern Light, which is part half sativa, half indica, but which the number 5, which is very potent high. I'll cross them, and it's going to be wonderful. But we're going to grow that out at the same time. Hey, my bad, y'all. The internet cut off on me, or the screen cut off. We back, y'all. My bad. I'll link them both up when I download. We still here. Basically, my point is this, y'all. We're gonna get it before we move on. Pay attention to what you're getting. Look at the breeders' plants. You know, look at the vegetative plants. Look at the flowering plants. Look at how the medicine looks after it is made. It's just pay attention to what you're getting, man. You know, and then you won't be happy. Same thing with clones. I've been working real hand in hand with a good old school grower who provided me with my 20-year-old plus genetics that he's had since like 20 plus years. Pay attention to what you get it from. It's easy to go to a shop. I've done it before. And give them strands. Give them 3, 4, 5 different strands. They don't care. Here, how much you want for each one? Give me 7. Give me 10. Give me whatever it is they sell them for, $10, $15, $20 a piece. Make sure you get, make sure it's a reputable store or a reputable grower. A lot of times they put the tag on the thing so you know what you're getting. Because a lot of times they could take them in there and say, this is Purple Kush, and you turn around and get some bag seed or some old Reggie plant. You never know what it is. Don't look nothing like the plant you've seen before, not even the flowers. So pay attention, man. Okay, with that being said, moving on, because I could sit up here and talk 2-3 hours on different aspects and true to life stuff, and you love it, but we break it up and do segments of it for you. Oh, Imp asked me, how's that UW, man? It's wonderful. It's on fire. It's really, really good. More of that indica. This was, but it's real good, real wonderful. That's why I only got a little bit for personal for right now. I'm gonna take the time and let it cure just right. You know what I'm saying? So that way it'll be real good. And be some real good medication. Let me see what's going on before I get on with my boy on the line. They do that like that up there. They do that like that anywhere, MacBook. Anywhere a place will take clones, take seeds. If you don't got it packaged, that's why I say a lot of people, man, with the strands from what I'm going to start doing from this round on is I'm finna go get my shit tested. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on the thing. I might have them on the show. Anatopical 360 is the testing up here. And a couple stores have their own testing. I'm going to get my shit tested. Have my shit on cards. So when I take it in, this is what mine's testing at. Even when I sell to patients. They will know what it's going to be. Okay, let me see. A Stern with the beans you sending and you dub cross gonna be the one. Man, y'all, it's gonna be some fire genetics, y'all. Look at what I got now. I posted a video 2 days ago, I think, or 3 days ago in the flower. Man, it's a wonderful. Okay, let me call my first boy up here. Uh, he's on vacation, but this old guy, you know who he is. Um, let me see if he's on. He said he was out uh, camping, so I might not be able to get him. If not, I'm gonna dial to my other partner. I don't think I'm gonna get him. I'll get him later. Um, but while I'm getting my boy here, like I said, man, this TBC thing we working on right now is to have the Breeders Click, which is basically trusted growers who can provide proper documentation for their strands, that can provide proper growing uh, pictures and everything, and strands and everything for patients. Oh, and before I call them, y'all breeders, stop putting stuff on your plants thinking it's gonna boost the seedlings up or boost the next round genetics up when they grow up. When you produce a seed thinking it's in this genetics. Let me go ahead and get him straight before I go ahead and get into off into that. Because one of my partners who's viewing wants me to get into that, so I'm going to get off into that. Let me go ahead and get him on here. Hold up. There's nothing you can sit up here and add to your plant. Let me go ahead and make sure I got this straight so it don't cut off on me. Now, there's nothing you're going to add onto a plant that's going to go in the genetics that's going to increase the THC in the next round. There's not. It's only going to affect that plant that you have at that time. Stop adding stuff to your plants thinking they're going to work the next time when you germinate them or have seedlings of them, that it's going to make the strand a whole lot better, more stout or more this. It's not going to work. There's ways to manipulate the structure of your plant. You can manipulate them with lighting, meaning it could be a stretchy plant or it can be a short compact plant. It depends on your lighting, how it is. If you got your light 10 feet from your plant or 6 or 7 feet from your plant, if it ain't a high intensity bulb, yes, you're going to have a lot of stretching on it. Or if it's a weak wattage or a low rating light bulb, yes, you're going to have a stretchy plant. You bring it down closer, a couple inches from it, you'll have a compactor, shorter plant. I've seen a lot of things people have added to their strands, and the offspring of them look like shit. I've seen a lot of them that look like they're good. You know, real fire genetics. Wonderful. I've seen a lot. I've had many discussions in forums with numerous growers at one time, not at the social, just on, because I go from various ones. I'd be talking to a few of them at a time, and we'd be discussing it. Just stop with the stuff saying that you're putting on your plants, because you're really in the long run hurting your plant. You know what I'm saying? When you can't show your plant in the light how it looks, you got to put funny lights on them, you know, or you got to only show one side of your plant, or you got to show under the plant. You're not showing on top of the plant, or you know, you're only tricking yourself, you know. But you know, with that being said, man, I'm gonna move on, man. Like I said, I can keep going on it, but I'm not going to. My first boy here, he should be waiting. my good friend, growing buddy Nick 420. He should be picking up real soon.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Nick? Man, you're live on That's What's Up show.
That's what's up, bro.
Hey, what's good with you, man? What you over there doing?
Just blowing some Blackberry. How you guys doing out there tonight?
Oh man, you said blowing some Blackberry. I got some of that going now. How you like it?
Oh man, I'm loving it. It's pretty good. I like that. The one I got first now is like red wine. When you smoke it, tastes pretty good.
Yeah. Now, what's your intake on this breeding thing, man? What's your pros and cons about this breeding? You know, what to look out for and what not to. What a good advice you got for people out there now?
Well, when I first started off, man, I had this one good fire stray that I got from my clone with a bubble cushion. I wish I kept it around.
Yeah.
Or either bred it out, but I didn't have a chance because I didn't have any pollen at the time. So when I started popping beans, I've been looking out for bigger growth, terpene profile. I love that taste smell. If it ain't flavorful, I really didn't want it.
Yeah.
So that's why you see so many females on my channel. I'm just searching for some flavor.
Yeah.
And with that flavor, you gotta have the right structure plant. So when I'm looking for a male, I gotta find that beautiful structure because I scrog. Like I said, that terpene profile, it's gotta be fired.
Yeah.
And the vigorous growth, you know.
Yeah. Man, I see you over there with them, man, with that scrog. You got them plants looking beautiful, man. That's what I plan on doing my next round after these autos. I'm gonna do is scrog. Man, you got it looking wonderful and cracking over there, man. What breeding projects you working on right now, or getting ready to work on?
Well, at the moment, I've collected 3 different male pollen that I believe are keeper phenols, and they're beautiful in growth. Nice trichome development, beautiful color on my GDP Infinity Land, and the terpene profile is amazing.
Yeah.
So the next thing I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is probably the GDP cross with it's called Lucky Charms by Bodie, which is the white cross with Appalachia, which is green crack cross with Fresh Dogs. That'll be my first cross, and I'll be working on it for a while. Some of you guys will be out there be able to test it for me.
Oh man, that'd be wonderful. You know, the social would be wonderful with that. What am I gonna say? So that's some wonderful stuff you got going on there, man. So how you feel about, man, hopefully becoming a good member of this TBC thing, man?
Oh, I'm looking very forward to it, man. That's one thing I see a lot of growers out there with stuff that I don't have and stuff that I can't get. But hopefully we can all come together and make some great things tonight.
Yeah. So, it's good you're a member, man. I like it, man. And we're going to reach out, and like I tell everybody, man, the credentials have to be, a good grower and have made a wonderful strand or some strands, or at least made some seeds, That's the key thing. You have bred something, and knowing the reason why you bred it. That's all I ask, and everybody can grow from there.
That's for sure.
And I feel like we can
keep everything of mine can be seen on my channel.
Yeah.
Everything's there documented. The GDP, I love the mini because I like that relaxing after a hard day's work. I come home.
Yeah.
I gotta relax. You know what I mean? I'm up all night, so I gotta get my ass to bed, be working in the morning, and I'm trying to do these other things with some of these sativas because my girl, she likes a social high, but she needs something to make her want to eat more.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's these things I'm working on. I know what I'm looking for. And hopefully I can share them with you guys once to get up and going.
Man, that's wonderful, man, and that's why I want to put this thing together, man, because we can have a network from all over the United States, across the seas. Man, I'm talking about if everybody documentate and keep a log of what they got and what they made, man, we can have our own seed bank together with everything and don't have to worry about nothing, man. We can trade pollen, we can shoot somebody some pollen, we can shoot some genetics and not even worry about it, and it'd be real wonderful. But
Right.
that's what I hope to accomplish with that and make that thing good, man. But I got some wonderful things coming up, man. You're gonna be one of my good tester buddies for me, coming out pretty soon. So.
Oh, for sure. I got them going already. Some beautiful genetics going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm working on some things now. I can't let the cat out the bag because it's going to be a part of this series we're going to have on documenting every week. But Blackberry Kush is one of them. Like I said in the video I just put out, you've seen some of the cuts that I just took off of it. That's how dark the whole plant is. And if you look at the cuts from the top all the way to the stem coming out the soil, it's blurple. So I'm taking them genetics and I'm crossing them too. So that's gonna be
very nice,
man. Yeah, man. If there's anything else you want to say out there to anybody?
Not at the moment, you guys. Just keep watching my channel, and you'll see everything that's coming up.
Tell them what your channel is, real quick.
Nick Fort Dub, so you can find me on there. It's you can even find them uploaded up on the Social Grow. If you don't know, get on the Social Grow. Meet everybody.
Okay, Nick 420, y'all. NIKK 420. All right,
yes,
man.
Sir.
I appreciate you coming, being a guest on the show, man. I appreciate it, man.
No problem. Call me up. You need my help or anything,
Yeah. All right, fam. I thank you, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, you guys be good. I'll touch you tonight.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Oh, man, that's one of my good friends, Nick, man. Man, I was just admiring his video today, man. Dude got some wonderful plants over there, man. He got a wonderful straw. Got a nice veg set up over there, man. A lot of beautiful things going on over there. He's growing some of my strands out for me as well. Come check him out. NIKK 420. He's part of the Social Grow as well. See, this shit got me talking slow off one little joint. You know what I'm saying? And I usually smoke a couple of them before I'm faded. This shit's potent already with 2 or 3 day cure. So I'm waiting to see what this lemon cancer killer do. That quite a few of y'all is growing that has that cross in it. Because already in week 2, if you've seen the video, them buds are swelling up so fast. They might be some real big nugs. This might be the strand. So everybody that's growing it, man, I appreciate it. You might have a real gem on your hands, just to let y'all know. Let's see what we got here. Brian J. Yeah, that's Nick. That's Nick 420 right above you. Yeah. It's all good, Cyclops, man. We all late sometimes. I know how it is. I'm kind of, my nose running now, allergies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Being sick, so I know how it is. Hopefully we can get you on there to the Breeders Clique if you want to join up too, Cyclops. So, what do you mean, Gimp? There's more than one. I don't know what the question was. Oh no, there's only one Nick that's on here. So, anybody got any questions? Go ahead while I'm on here. I know there's a little lag, so I'm gonna go ahead and fire this up. Take me a sip. Let y'all get that. I want to know more about the cherry limon, huh? Well, the cherry limon, how I came up with that name is obvious because I like to name my strands names after what they are. The cherry bomb and the lemon laserite. Let me see here. The cherry bomb I got from a good friend from Red Dragon Dispensaries, good growing friend. He had that for a few years. He worked with in Cistern. I got a good strand for you. So I said, okay, man, I'll take a cut of it. I cut it out. I grew it outside. It was really, really, really wonderful, right? So I took some cuts of it and I ran it in here since I seen the structure and how it looks like. I took it and I crossed it with the Lemon Laserite, which is the Lemon Kush times a double gun. So I got that and I put the E on top of the lemon. I mean, I put the E on the end of the lemon to make it sound good. So that's how I got the Cherry Limon right there. And the Lemon Lazurite was the male, which I have some pollen left now, so that was the one I made. Can you post a link to the T-Mist site? Yeah, I can do that. I'll post it on the Tokers board after I get off. Let me see what's going on. Name the companies I'm talking about that charge $100 per pop. I'm not saying no names. I told you I'm done with all that. I don't have, me on here. If I started with that, somebody gonna get offended and say something. Then I'm gonna be back at blasting somebody or talking bad about them. I'm not trying to have no negative. I'll put it this way, or about me no more, man. I'm moving in a positive direction. Trying to get some new things jumping off. Some companies are starting to look at me, and I can't be on there having videos talking about this person is this, F him, and this dude's a rapo, or this person is something else. I can't be doing that. Companies get turned off when you see that. So me, I got to keep it medical and positive. So I'm not going to do that no more. You won't catch me with that. But it's some people that charge $100 for a 10 pack. Jewy that I was talking about. But like I said, I got nothing but love for him. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but that. We can work. We come together and work on something. So there's no problem with that. Not at all. Okay. There was something else I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, I talked to Green Clouds about it, and he said it's a good idea. So I'm gonna run it by y'all. Coming up with a strand that's gonna be exclusive on the Social Grow. When you get this strand, it's gonna be only on the Social Grow, or you're gonna get it in the Grow, or somebody trade it to you. But for them to get it, they have to get it at the store. And this strand is, I'm gonna run some really, I'm gonna have a list of some really fire strands. Some's gonna be clone only, and some's gonna be some regular strands. Now, I'm gonna put it out there so y'all can take a vote of which ones you would like to see, and I'm gonna grow them out, and you can see how they're gonna grow out, and everybody get through the whole process. You'll get to choose. Like you'll see these phenos. You get to choose which pheno with this one and this one and this one. So it's going to be like you're going to pick which ones I'm going to breed, and then when I put them together and make that genetics, it'll be a Social Grow strand. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be real exciting. That's going to come up pretty soon. I'm probably going to push that more towards the summertime because I have some plants outside and a little bit more room. So it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be real exciting, man. There's a lot of stuff going on that's getting ready to be real exciting once again. Things getting ready to be turned up for the Social Grow. So a lot of people is coming onto the site. Shout out to all the new members joining, and the people that's watching. Please come join the Social Grow. It's a real good positive network, which you learn. You can be a part of different things. Man, it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much longer tonight. Oh man, I forgot there's something else I wanted to tell you. I got 400 subscribers now finally. I might have more than that now. I looked earlier, I was at 400. So there's going to be a giveaway. I might do the video after I'm done with y'all. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have just my sub, people who are sub to me only. So it's just for everybody. I'm gonna have everybody pick. There's gonna be four, since there's 400 subs. It's gonna be 400 numbers. 1 through 400. Pick a number, and that person will receive 70 seeds. Meaning you will get a 10-pack of 7 different strands that are mine from the D-Sternetics line. And I might throw a cherry pie film in there, and I might throw one of my new exotic strands, which is the Brazilian Amazonia times the lemon lazurite. So that's going to be a real good giveaway. I don't think I had 100 subs or 200, 300. I never had a giveaway for subs. I know that sucks. Y'all can talk real bad about me. I'll take it. Damn, that's fucked up. I apologize, y'all. You see me on my lips on video. I apologize to my subs and to the Social Grow family for not having no giveaway for my subs, because I know a lot of y'all have giveaways like that, and I apologize because I'll be trying to get into them, so I apologize. So when I do the video, that's going to be the giveaway. A lucky person will win 70 or 72 seeds, a 7-pack of 10 seeds in it from 7 different strands. That'll be my giveaway. I kind of made this show just a little talk to y'all, what's going on. I seen, different direction we all taking. A lot of y'all is going to be, more positive things. Some of y'all is leaning towards more negative things. Now, I'm not talking about just people on the social. I'm talking about people I see out there on the internet. A lot of negative remarks. I see with people who's really learning, really trying to grow and really doing things, and I can see and talk to them, and they just want to learn, and they're learning. And you got negative people who come and say disrespectful things and don't even grow. That's the thing that kills me the most, that people that hate on growers and various people, regardless of who they are or what they're doing, and don't even grow. I don't like that. So that's why I'm going through a new direction. So that's the direction I'm going in, something positive. No more negative things with me, and that's going to be that. So with that being said, y'all, let me tell y'all, I did this because I wanted to get off my chest of seeing what's going on the internet. Plus, like I said, I was supposed to start my breeding project today for y'all. This is supposed to be day 1 on there. I got some cuts in there right now. They haven't rooted yet, so they'll be fully rooted sometime in this week, which is going to be good. And the package ain't got here yet to start the project with. So that's 2 things why I couldn't start today on time. I really wanted to start the series today. I had everything prepped and ready to go, but it ain't. So hopefully we can start next week. If we can't start next week, I'm going to try to go ahead and have the Barefoot Soil here. They're going to come bring some of their shit and let us look at it, meaning literally shit. They're going to bring some of their worm castings, the poop. They got some other stuff for their soil, and they're going to bring their nice organic soil mix here and leave some stuff here at the asylum for me to test out and try out. It's local, and they said I really would love it. So if we don't start next week, we should have them here. But I thank y'all for tuning in. Sorry about the first part that cut out on us. I'm going to put them together for the YouTube video. And I will see y'all next week, 7 p.m. Sharp on That's What's Up Show. Peace out to everybody. Thank you for coming. I'll see you next week. Peace.